Rolling. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is the Davis Farmstead. We're a small farm in southeast Tennessee, and we post videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's basically about kind of our life here on the small farm, and but today we're going to do a little garden tour. We haven't done one in about 6 weeks, and it's June the 28th, and it's a Tuesday, so this will come out tomorrow, but this way you know where we're at. We're real time here pretty much. But we're going to start here in the tomato house, and we're fairly happy with the tomatoes. I mean, we don't have any ripe yet, but they all look good. Look at this. This is loaded with tomatoes. As hot as it's been, I mean, we're pretty lucky. And let's see, these 3 rows here are the BHN 589s. They're designed to be for for a high tunnel. So I guess that's proven out about right. And this center row here, of course, we got a mix in this row, and this is Kellogg. Then we had some Empire, and the Empires are really doing good in here. We'll walk down and look at those, and these are Carolina Golds, and we've already picked a few of those, maybe 4 or 5, and but they're loaded out too. Right there's one fixing to turn, and then the next 2 rows are Celebrity. Celebrity's a good tomato, but I don't know about the high tunnel part. So let's go down and look at these Empires. This is the Empire. I think I got 6 Empires here in a row. And I got mainly leaves out in the field, but I wanted to try them, see how they do in here, how they do in the high tunnel. They look pretty good. This one's got quite a few on it. Of course, the numb's turning. This one right here looks real healthy. Got some on it. Well, there's a bad one, but it's all right. We'll eat it at the house. I got some Florida 91s here, about 3 or 4 in a row, and they look pretty nice. Let's swing around here and look at this one Florida 91. They almost look like an heirloom look to them. The tomatoes. This is a Florida 91. And it's a heat set tomato, so it should keep going. Look at the blooms on it. I mean, we've had a tough time here with the heat, and we've put these up. We got half of them tied up. I think we're going to do we got 3 more rows to tie up, and of course they were a little small, different plant date on them, so we're going to tie them up in the morning. I think when it's cool. But let's go over to the pepper tunnel and check it out. Okay, we're over in the pepper tunnel, and you can see by the looks of these are really taking off. Look at these gypsies. I think we already got a bushel off this set of plants last weekend. I mean, they are loaded and they look good. We'll probably pick tomorrow, maybe. Look at these. And then we got 3 rows of bell peppers over here. And I think we got about a bushel last week. Look at this one. Big as your hand. These whole 3 rows are loaded with peppers like that. See if I can find another one. We'll probably pick these tomorrow, and I think we got a bushel last week took to the sale. Now, here's some big ones, medium sized ones. I seen a big one earlier today. There's a big one. These things are loaded and beautiful. And then we got some Cubanelles over there. They'll be ready to pick. I got some jalapenos. The next row, we'll have to pick those too. Got a few tomatoes here. Sport peppers. I need to come through and pick them. They're ready to pick. And these are cucumbers, and I want you to look at these. How these are doing. I've got some of the same variety. I planted with the same time. I planted these with seeds. I just got 2 of them tied up, but you see how they're bushing out. I'm going to tie the rest of them up too. I'll take you out to the other ones I planted out in the field, and you can see the difference. These cow horns, we got some cow horns this year. And they look really good. We sold a bunch of them too. But let's start over here, and we'll start on the south garden, and we'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll move to the beans. Okay, we're down in the south garden, and this is row one. This is a row of squash, and they have been performing outstanding. It's the best squash we've ever had. And just keep in mind, it has not rained on this farm in 4 weeks Friday. Yeah, but we've watered a little bit here. Not a whole lot, but they've really outperformed themselves. Matter of fact, we picked last night, we'll have to pick again tonight. And the other variety, halfway down, it's coming in now. I picked some of it this morning. In row two, we got some Amish paste, and I won't grow them no more. They're too hard. They're too hard to grow. I mean, they look all right, but we've picked a lot of blossoming rods, a lot of blight. It's a heirloom. I wish I hadn't planted it. Somebody talked me into doing it, and I wish I hadn't listened to them. But this is a whole row of field tomatoes, but they're dry. We've been watering them pretty good. I mean, we have a few paste tomatoes, but nothing like I think we should. And these field tomatoes here are the Empire. If you remember back in the tomato tunnel, I had 6 of those, and you can see how much better they're doing in the tunnel than out here. They're still doing okay. I mean, there's some nice tomatoes so far. They just hadn't turned yet. But I ain't got no complaints with them. Let's go over to row 3. This is row 3, and these are pickling cucumbers. They're called a Demont. And we really like these, but they're like a little seedless cucumber. We've already picked a bunch of these this year. They seem to be doing good. And they got a real good flavor. But you can see I've got probably a half a row of these, and then I got another slicing. I can't remember, some kind of oh, well, it's the same one in the green house, in the high tone. Let's go down and look at them. You can see the difference. Now these are the same variety I have in the high tunnel you just looked at. You've seen the difference. I'm planting these at the same time as I planted the 6 in the high tunnel. I think these are called a green light. It's like a thin skin, like an English cucumber almost. But I mean, it's got cucumbers out here, but you see the plant difference. Then that next row, I've got some Arkansas little leaf. And you see, they're a pickling cucumber. What's so great about these, they have these little leaves on them. It's easy to find the cucumbers when they get ripe. I got a half row of these. I'm gonna put another row, finish this row out with them. Then over here, we got another row of squash. I think I planted this one maybe 2 weeks after the other one over there. I mean, it's doing good. It just needs some water. And then we got a double row of okra. This seems to be doing good. Of course, okra likes hot weather. And it's a jambalaya variety. And then we got corn. Our corn's not doing good. I don't know if you remember, we was going to plant another 2 weeks afterwards, but it's been so dry, we decided we were just going to save our seed for next year because it's really expensive. So we'll just, hopefully this will produce, and we'll just put this in our own freezer. We ain't going to sell any. But let's go up and look at the watermelons. Okay, we tried a little experiment with our watermelons. We put it on that woven fabric, the same thing that's in the high tunnels, and this is the deal for us. I mean, we just put like, I can't remember, 6 plants out here or so. And I think this morning we counted confirm the 12 watermelons that are growing. But it's pretty much weed free, especially out in the middle. So we'll talk about later what we're going to do, but this is kind of an experiment, and we like it. Let's go look at the cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are doing really well. We've watered them maybe a little bit, but not a whole lot. But you can see here we're fixing. We'll have some at market Saturday. We'll probably have to pick these in tomorrow. And this whole row's starting to come in. These are all sun gold right here. Have some chocolates at the front. They'll be ready. I have some red about halfway down. We won't go look at those. I have some more chocolates at the other end. And we're over at our last row, and this is zucchini, and it's doing pretty good. We've gotten several off of it already, and it's starting to really pop. All we need is if we had a good rain, this whole garden would just explode. I got 2 rows of spare. I think I'm gonna put them in beans this week, and got a half row of cucumbers. I got another half row of cucumbers in the other garden. That pretty much wrap everything up in the ground. So, but I'm happy with this variety. I think it's done really good. So let's go to the north end and talk about our beans. Okay, we're up here in the upper garden, and this is where we plant our beans, and they need rain horribly. Like I said, we haven't had any rain in probably 4 weeks this weekend, and you can see the jade. These are jade, and they've actually done better than the other 2 varieties. So this is our second planting here, but this is the first. And this is ready to pick. See what it looks like. Man, don't have no beans. So that's the problem. But you can still eat that. And these are blue lakes. But you see how little they are? See? Need rain. Desperately need rain. And these are our second planting of blue lakes. And you can look at them, tell they need rain. And these are the half white runners down here. I don't even see no beans on them. Now right here's 2. Look how little they are. I mean, this is awful, really. I don't know how we're gonna make it through the winter with no beans. But we'll probably have to. We'll probably go through and try to pick a few for Saturday. But we won't have any big sale. We won't be selling by the bushels. I can just tell you right now, our yield is going to be horrible. I think last year we did, I don't know, 6 to 8 bushels a row. I mean, I'd be lucky to get a half bushel at least today, each. So, but we don't know till we pick, so we'll see. But just keep that in mind. Then we got cucumbers. Cucumbers been doing great. And then over there where the weeds are, that's the cantaloupe. They're actually doing great, but we're going to have to do something different on them next year, and we'll talk about that maybe in a different video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be at the farmer's market Saturday morning. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe down here in the left-hand corner, or your right-hand corner. And we appreciate you stopping by, and remember to support your local farmer, and we'll see you next time back at the farm.